Inscribe my identity on the vicinity of Teflon walls of Wall Street. The clubs need more bass for your face, and the thugs need Wayne in the game. And as it is for us, we got a lifestyle that we write about. Baggy jeans and fitted skinny jeans and ripping the microphone. Check 1 2 1 2. Now let the people hear what you gon' do to the stages and the studios. This kind of duty holds a nice story. MC back to Griot, wouldn't you agree though? Free another rapper, then tomorrow gotta free more. The makings of a D-boy. Spend whole checks on a mic or two, and next month drop another check on some Pro Tools. Creating dope dudes playing Japanese anime. A dope crew, Supreme snapbacks or rocket jades. Like back in the day, it was the gold chain, and now it's gold fangs, platinum for most things. But hey, we still at it. If you mess with Illmatic, then you know this game's savage, but I never complain.
To me, hip-hop was this thing, like if you did it correctly, it would like transform you into something that you never seen before, and it was just so cool. And that's kind of like what hip-hop was to me back in the day.
I was really exposed to hip-hop for the first time in high school, school dances and stuff like that. I really didn't have any previous experience with it.
I fell in love with hip-hop, man. I must have been about 8.
My story is hip-hop, because I'm a result of hip-hop, you know. Hip-hop is authenticity, hip-hop is honesty.
I think there's something to be said about an art form that requires a certain level of understanding and knowledge about its history. And I actually really enjoy that people think of hip-hop that way.
It's something vibrant, it's something important, it's something that is still alive, of course, but not only alive, but it's a major part of people's lives.
I would say, like, starting from today and looking backward, I'm really like disillusioned and frustrated by kind of a lot of gatekeepers, not just artists, but also intellectuals who study hip hop, who are really claiming that it's dead, that it's been like completely commercially co-opted, that the message is gone, and that rap is crap. I really think, especially if you look at, like, you actually do your homework and not just listen to the radio or BET, but if you actually like use the internet, and go to local shows, you'll find so much of the same power that there was from the beginning.
But I'm a free thinker. I sip on wind while you suffocate, gasping for oxygen. I won't lie to you, I tell you the truth. It's less to remember that way. And we can laugh and clown and joke all around and count the money at the end of the day.
Since I've been hooked on hip hop, man, I've become a fiend, man. You know, you grow up, you want to do the breaking, you want to do the DJing, you want to do the MCing, you know, you want to do the graph work, and I tried it all, and the MCing is what stuck with me the most, as well as producing too. So, you know, this is my calling. So this is what I've been doing ever since, and I've been blessed and fortunate enough that me picking up these tools has taken me, you know, all around the world and supported me as well as my family.
You can be in a suit and be more hip-hop than a cat with his hat backwards, you know? Because he could be all wrong. He could be all about everything that is about nothing.
In the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the day, when I was just a little nigga bro, I looked up to my nigga bro. Back if I could kick it so.
I do have a healthy understanding of hip-hop, but I've always wanted to make it more than I wanted to know about it. And the way I learned about hip hop was going to buy Rakim's album so I could study it to make it. I wasn't trying to learn like who produced what, and I was really listening.
Kind of grew up just cultivating my own musical taste, and I was trained in classical music. So I always perceived it as the complete opposite of classical music. My teachers kind of looked down on it. You know, they didn't see it as a real musical art form. I disagreed, yeah. But it took me a really long time to gain any kind of appreciation for it beyond that superficial one.
I can't really come up with a good way to word this. I don't know, it's music that sort of goes along with revolutionary struggles in some way.
I think that hip hop has always had an activist strain to it, and a lot of it is in its message, but it's not just the message, because anyone can have a message in their music, but it's really how it reflects the living conditions of people who make it. And I think that the people who make it have changed over time, but it's rooted in the Black experience in the US.
I think if I were to fault hip hop in one way, then I think that there's kind of a lot of macho posturing that comes with hip hop. And, you know, that's not something that I'm into.
It doesn't feel good like how it used to feel. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel angry, to be quite honest. Like it's all about image. Like it's just about one-upping the guy who's already below you. And it feels like it's just about dominating. And that's what it feels like to me.
What would hip hop look like if it reached its ultimate potential? For me, first of all, it would really be that we would allow like a diversity of types of hip hop, and that we would allow that all to be hip hop, so that gatekeepers wouldn't say only this is hip hop and this is not hip hop. So there would be a diversity of perspectives. But I would hope that the social justice, like fighting against racism and capitalism and oppression, would be a central message of hip hop. And I would wish that it made people, not that it brought everybody together like kumbaya, but it actually really provided, again, a deep analysis of how groups are divided and how music, particularly political music, can kind of bring people together in order to actually make change, structural change. Like, I would want hip hop to be used as a real weapon for societal change, yeah. Like to advocate armed insurrection, for example. I mean, to me, that's the only way change would happen in the US. But to actually do something to make people, more than just vote, or like vote for the lesser of the two evils, but to actually make real change happen.
I'd rather people change for the better, rather than just trying to one-up somebody. It's just making yourself better and not caring about like who's got this, who's got that, who's balling, who's not, what I do to the bitches here, what I do to the bitches there. It's just, why can't you just be a better person? You got yourself out of the ghetto, good. You know, you made yourself into a better person, good. Like I said, like, to me, hip hop was, if you did it right, you transform yourself into something that is just so crazy cool and awesome that words can't describe. And that's what I would like to see change. I just want to see people change for the better.